Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at why men prefer to be single in the big 2026. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
You know what's the biggest difference between men in their 20s and 30s? Men in their 20s still want to find the one. They're still talking to them, spending energy, time. Men in their 30s just want to be left alone by the one.
And soon enough, men in their 20s will feel the same way as well.
Actually, no. The men stopped dating because girls like you aren't loyal anymore, and they started to realize they're wasting their time trying to make relationships work with girls that ultimately didn't care about them. And now it's ruined everything.
The real problem is that most strong women these days are loud, masculine, and combative.
Men are out here, we just don't give a anymore because some lady just whack as
Facts.
It's so disappointing when we just want the bare minimum, but their minimum, they keep moving the goalposts.
Well, what is the bare minimum?
Facts.
What is the bare minimum for a woman? What is the bare minimum? I'm sorry, I don't
No, hey, y'all don't
Let's go at it.
The women keep moving the goalposts, all right? I personally will wine, dine, and I'll fly you out. But my situation is now is that even doing that, the girl goes, oh, it's not good enough because I have several of the men doing the same thing. So how do you up them when I get phone to Hold up.
You say girls ask for too much.
Hold up. I will only invest so much if it's not reciprocated. Even if I'm even spending the money, right? If she's not reciprocating, then what the spending the money just to try and get you?
It's just a fact at this point. Women like this aren't looking for chemistry, they're looking for currency.
This is an evil world we live in. She said, why are you so scared of marriage? He said, here's why. A woman I was dating bought me a cologne, which made me extremely happy because she rarely bought me gifts. One day I looked at her phone and found a text she had sent. She said, I bought him the same cologne as yours so I can smell you in my house. You know how much pain in your chest that is, dog? What the?
I don't blame him. Nothing that crazy can easily push a man from happily ever after to never again.
How many guys do you think you could pull in the club if you're like really trying?
None.
If you were trying, it was like a challenge that...
6.
6, okay, one night, 6. Oh yeah, respectable. Get a guy's number right now.
Oh no.
I'm gonna give you a prize.
Hey, what's the prize? What's the prize?
You're gonna find out if you get the number.
Right, come on then.
Wait, what happened?
No, I didn't even answer, you just have to wait. What if I find someone else to do it for and I can watch you do it?
Alright, now we're filming on the meadows for the video. You know that already. Yeah. And now, yeah, any guy. Or generally, ask the other guy.
Can I get your number?
Why?
Because why not?
What? You don't just walk out to a guy and ask for food.
Yeah, you do. That's what you do. What day? Because why not?
Because maybe she thinks you're attractive and cute.
Yeah.
No, sorry. That's a very weird reason.
What the hell?
This woman can pull 6 guys in a night? You could have fooled me. She couldn't even pull a single phone number.
When did going to the bar become such a bad thing? I thought being social and going out with your friends was supposed to be healthy, and now it's looked down upon. Just because I want to get a drink and hang out with friends and meet new people does not mean that I'm low value or passed around. I'm also in my 20s. What else is there to do? This is a very normal thing. And also, if you're not talking to any girls at the bar, where are you talking to girls? I would love to hear that.
It's never just having a drink or meeting new people. Bartenders will tell you some horror stories about girls at the bars.
As a female, honestly, I could see why dudes be hating us or getting mad. I went on a date last night. He was very nice. Picked me up, took me to dinner, and I made sure we had the best time of our life. I was nice. He would have never been able to think that in my head, I'm just thinking about how this man is never seeing me again.
Yeah, thanks, ma'am. You're the perfect example of why men are so hesitant for first dinner dates.
Can you tell us why are you single?
Why am I single?
Yeah.
Because I think I'm just too bad for everyone. They can't handle it.
They can't handle you?
They can handle it. It's not a picture. They're recording. Come on.
Nah, come on, get in.
Hey, bro. Hey, are you single, bro?
I'm single.
Why are you single, man?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I choose to be.
So what?
You want me to say it in the mic?
Yeah.
I'm single because I choose to be.
You choose to be. And bro, you happy, aren't you?
I'm pretty sure that he's had enough to drink, but he still managed to make a great point.
Y'all, where are the men?
In the house.
I love us women, but like I'm tired of going to events.
Stay with the girls.
1,000,001 girls, and there's like 2 men in the corner. Like,
deal with it.
Man, y'all don't want to leave your house.
No. Stay away. Stay away. We are in the house. Gym, home, work, home again. Maybe go to mama house. Maybe go to dad house. That's about it. We in the house. You said leave you alone. You chose the bear.
It's almost like running a nationwide PR campaign against men had consequences.
Quick question. Where are we meeting the men that actually want to date and be in a relationship? Because it's not the dating apps. It's not. It's not the coffee shops. I've been trying that. I've been trying that for a while now. Definitely not the bars. Not at my age, because they're all like 21, 22, so they definitely don't want to be in a relationship, and I definitely do not want to be a cougar. Nothing wrong with that, just not my type. I, again, tend to go about 8 to 10 years older than me. I found out even those don't want to date for a relationship. Even they are still figuring things out. Yeah, they are. So where are we meeting the ones that want to date and be in a relationship? That want to date to eventually get into a relationship, that are dating to see if we're compatible for a relationship, not other things. No. I need to know, because I have yet to find them.
Well, if she keeps looking in bars and on dating apps, she's definitely not going to find them.
So I just came across her, okay? And she is upset because every time she seems to go out, it's undesirable men and men that she says are quote unquote ugly and unattractive are the men that always approach her. And that is hurting her confidence because she knows that she's so pretty and so beautiful and they're not even in her league. Okay, listen, ma'am. Listen, take it from me. If you're constantly getting swiped right on by a certain type of guy, approached by a certain type of guy, invited out on dates by a certain type of guy, that indeed is your league. They are within your league and you are within their league. Have you ever heard that you attract what you are? If there's a scintilla of truth to that, this is the prime example.
It's exactly like he said. You don't attract what you think you deserve. You attract people at your level.
My name is Sade.
Hey, Sade. Rob.
Nice to meet you, Rob. How old are you?
33.
Okay, we're about the same age. So are you single, dating, married?
Single.
Why are you single?
I think women expectations are very high. But also, you know, the life-work balance is kind of difficult, especially with inflation and everything going on. So women want a lot of attention. Sometimes they're trying to, you know, stick to the goals. So it's kind of hard to balance both. They want the greatest dates in the world, but they don't want to share exactly what it is they like. A perfect example is my buddy. He recently went on a date, and the young lady didn't like it. Like, she told him, like, flat out, the date was okay, you know, and he was like, well, I was asking you, did you like this type of restaurant, that type of restaurant? You know what she told him? You should just know. And that was kind of crazy.
You should just know sounds exhausting. If it's a first date and she's already playing games, that's a hard pass from me.
I'm not sure who needs to hear this out there, but when it comes to approaching a woman, an overwhelming majority don't want to be approached. Now, this information comes from, I asked the question, what's a way to approach a woman where they would feel safe and comfortable? And over the last couple of days, probably 2,200 different comments have come through, and I'd say at least 90%, maybe more of them, were we don't want to be approached or don't approach. So if you're a man and you're thinking about approaching a woman, the best advice is don't.
And of course, if you don't, they'll complain about how they're not being approached as well.
I tried booty calling a man last night, and he called me and was like, hey, so I actually think that it would make more sense if I like took you to dinner first before we did that. Why was I upset? I was upset. All I wanted is the man to take me to dinner, and now I'm upset that he won't come over. But we could still do dinner later, but like tonight I want to hang out. He said, I'd rather not. I'm the problem. But I'm not going to ever say that I'm the problem. I'm going to blame all the prior men in my life that led me to this moment to now be this problem. So it's all your fault anyways.
Wow, we were so close to actually having a moment of accountability there.
70% of men are choosing to stay single. And I don't even blame them. And this shouldn't be a shock to anybody. Dating in this generation is so impossible, and I can talk about it for literally days. It feels like every single woman in this generation is either a gold digger or a bop or both. And so yeah, a lot of men are saying, we choose to be single, we're not gonna deal with this anymore, and I get it. I wouldn't either. That sounds awful. But it's crazy because you'll see women come online and be like, men are so sad and they're so single and they're so alone, but not me. I'm having a good time, just the men are having a bad time. And it's like, girl, be so serious for 2 minutes.
Take it from someone who knows, this lady used to be a decorated veteran on the streets.
Men have become bored with women. Women, you focus on your girlfriends, the car you drive, the house you live in, the clothes you wear, your nails, your hair, your makeup, all the Botox and all the treatment you do, the fillers, the job, the butt tuck, the liposuction, and the list goes on and on. And when a man takes you out, you open your mouth and his head hits the table and he goes, not another one. There's no substance. There's no quality about you. Where's your virtue? Where's your dignity?
Yeah, I'm afraid modern women mentality and dignity don't really belong in the same sentence.
So today, Teen Vogue publishes this article. Young women are more liberal than young men, and it's making dating harder.
Is it though?
Or are women just having to face the reality that feminism lied to us about what qualities are actually attractive? And one girl who's 28 from Arizona said she screenshots dating app profiles when they mention a disqualifier for women that they date that seems unfair. Like being liberal, being bisexual, or not wanting to have kids, which, call me crazy, don't seem that outrageous. Another girl said she loved falling in love with a Trump-supporting conservative man until he made her feel bad about how many guys that she had previously slept with. But is it at all possible that maybe that wasn't slut-shaming, just an honest conversation about premarital?
Let's be real, when it comes to women, conversations about that particular topic are anything but honest.
So this woman was in a restaurant, she's looking around and all she sees is other women. Nobody on a date, no man and woman on a date, just women that, as she said, dating each other. So the commentary is that men don't want to be on dates anymore. They don't want to go out with women because it's a waste of time and money. So my question is, do men ever like going on a date? Do men like going on dates? They like going to restaurants and trying different foods and things like that. Is it something that they only did because women like to do it? Like if I'm going to get in a relationship and I say I want to go to a restaurant, am I making him do something that he doesn't want to do? A lot of men say they just rather stay home. But what do you guys think?
I think if women started paying for the first date, men might actually be interested in dating again. But we all know that'll never happen.
I'm just going to talk about this comment that was left on one of my videos, and there's quite a few men that leave similar comments to this, and this proclamation that, you know, this is why men are staying single. And this is obviously not all men, but there is a reason why men do this, and the reason that men say I'm staying single, which in other terms basically means I'm also willing to have a string of hookups that mean nothing to get my own needs satisfied, is that the reason that they do this is because they are not willing to face themselves. Any man that says, you know, I'm staying single is because they do not want to be in a situation that is causing them to face parts of themselves that have been denied, that have been repressed, where they are not taking accountability for the way that they show up in relationships. And obviously, if they're not in relationship or opening themselves up to the right person, they're not going to have this mirroring. And so by isolating and saying, you know, this is why men are staying single, it's just basically another way of saying, I don't want to face myself.
This is a delusional take. Men aren't running away from relationships. We're running away from nonsense like this.
I had to actually sit and think about this, and I had to ask myself, when is the last time a man came up to me and wanted to get to know me or exchange numbers? And it's been a long time. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely has me questioning myself.
I mean, if you are gonna start checking yourself, I think you should probably start by maybe checking your energy, you know, checking your aura, checking your mannerisms, checking how your facial expressions are coming off to the world. You know, a lot of women, most women walk around with a very nasty attitude. A lot of women walk around very irritable, very disrespectful, very mean, you know, just very unapproachable. So I think if you are going to start there. You and a lot of other women should start there and try to acknowledge, you know, what am I doing? How am I coming off to the world? Secondly, personally, I think a lot of men are just kind of tired of knowing that most women are looking for help and they're not really looking for love. A lot of men are starting to catch on to the fact that as soon as they do exchange numbers with a lot of y'all, all of a sudden your hair needs to be done, and now all of a sudden you ain't ate in 3 days, and a bill has been backed up for the last 3 months, and and a lot of times when men ask y'all for your names, y'all got the audacity to throw out y'all Cash App number.
If approaching men comes with a bill and an attitude, it's honestly no wonder so many men are checking out.
A lot of men just don't date anymore. Intimacy has become completely conditional. It's so funny because if a man fails to meet a woman's needs in a relationship, oh my god, she can post a video about it and there's thousands of comments of women in support of that. But if a man wants a little bit more physical touch in his relationship, he's the problem. He's the problem every time he has a need or want. Not only that, but a lot of men, once they actually commit to a woman, have noticed the intimacy drop to almost nothing or nothing. But her expectations out of the relationship grow or stay the same. How is that fair? Why would he want to date? He gets nothing that he wants out of it.
If women's needs are empowering and men's needs are problematic, can you really blame men for giving up on dating?
First of all, it's really easy to say that you don't want a relationship when a woman doesn't want a relationship with you. Women have collectively decided to raise their standards, and the truth is a lot of men these days don't meet those standards. A man being able to only pay the light bill is not going to cut it. Women want financial stability. This isn't new. Y'all try to act like it's new, but it's not. Back in the days when women didn't have bank accounts, didn't have jobs, they did select partners who could financially provide for them and their future children. Stop acting like women these days are so new and what's wrong with them and this is so revolutionary and these are modern women. Women have always expected a man to provide. You're modern because you expect a woman to split bills with you, and no woman in history has ever been asked that.
She's right. Women in the 50s didn't split bills. They didn't have body counts in the triple digits, OF accounts, or social media addictions.
This is horrifyingly concerning. I just finished watching a video of an unattractive and a physically incapable woman advocating to other women to stay single and repulse men. And her reasoning for it was that the male loneliness epidemic is arising and the woman loneliness epidemic doesn't exist. Now you see, the funny thing is, it's true, but the cycle reverses. You see, young men are incredibly lonely at this moment in time, but older women, after you get to the age of 30, 40, 50, you have your own thing coming when you are infertile and the men the same age as you are still able to find young, attractive women through successive empires and build families. Or you're alone, the tables ever so slightly turn.
Honestly, it's pretty wild that telling women to repulse men is what counts as empowerment these days.
So I'm single and I'm just trying to be aware of men in the world, okay? And do single men go anywhere without a chaperone? I'm actually starting to panic. Where are they? Where are they? I feel like anytime I see a man vaguely my age, a woman appears, a child appears, that is a father. Where are the single men? Where are they? Do they not go to the grocery store? I've never seen a man at Target. How do you eat? You can't exclusively go to sports games with the bros. Where are you? I know I'm at a deficit because I go to Broadway shows and tap dancing lessons and I work from home, but I exist in public. I go out for drinks, I go to coffee shops, I go to the mall, I go to the store. Where are they? Where are they going?
There's no easy way to put this, lady, but clearly they're avoiding you.
This comment was just too good not to respond to. I honestly think it is true that men nowadays are uninterested in the dating game. And they're most likely the good ones, which then leaves us ladies having bad experiences, and then we, in hand, want to get off the dating scene. So then we're both left screwed because all the good ones are out of the dating scene and aren't interested. When is this gonna change though? Maybe we all need to come back together and make it work?
Are we really pretending modern women are interested in the good, disciplined guys in their early 20s?
Free game. And don't ever say I never told y'all anything. Men are more attracted to peace than okay? And don't let that go over y'all heads, because I be hearing women, seeing women talk about her, talk about his girl, talk about his wife. That lady is probably an angel. But You don't know what type of energy, peace, vibes, happiness, just being a good soul, being a good person. You don't know what this person brings, what type of value she brings. Y'all so focused on the image, the outside. The exterior is beautiful, inside is just ew. And I be hearing it all the time from these men. Yeah, she bad as hell. She cold as hell, body banging, attitude ugly, energy ugly, peace, happiness, love is way more attractive than what you think.
It's a tale as old as time. A woman may look good, but if she doesn't bring peace into your life, she's just not worth it.
Do you know what the funniest thing about so many men is nowadays? So many men are no longer scared of being single. They're now scared of being in a soul-sucking, detrimental relationship that's only gonna waste their time, waste their energy, waste their effort, and waste their money. They would rather be single than be in a bad relationship. So it's not that men are complaining because they're single. Men are complaining because they've just seen everything as such a waste of time for them lately.
It's true. If effort only flows one way, men are gonna walk the other.
Men are sick of modern women, and this is why. Don't get mad at me, I'm just the messenger. You do not compliment that man's life, you complicate it. Men already have to go into the world, in their workplace, around other men. They have to compete 24/7. In order to be considered a high-quality man, you have to be competitive. He deals with all of that in the world already, and then he comes home to you, and you want to compete with him more. Reason number 2, there's no clear win for them. You want them to be strong, not dominant though. Be sensitive, but don't be weak. Lead, but don't control me. Provide, but don't be transactional towards me. These men have no clear way to win a situation with most of you women.
After a long day at the office or out in the field, you can guarantee no man wants to come home to another battlefield.
If you're being a and your man snatches your phone from your hand and your phone is open, just say, Siri, lock my phone. Locked. Siri is gonna lock that phone. So save this, okay? If you are being and your man snatches your phone, say, Siri, lock my phone. Siri, lock my phone, and it'll lock. You're welcome.
Funny how she can lock a phone, but probably has no clue how to lock down a man.
I never realized how little game that I had with men until one time I was out at a bar with my friends, and I'd had a few drinks, and my ego was getting a little bit too high that night. And I think I was running a little bit low on money. I don't know. I just couldn't afford to buy myself drinks all night. Why did I go out? I know that was my fault. But anyway, me being dumb and having too many drinks already, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go find a guy that'll buy me a drink. But I didn't really want to put much effort into it. So I'm with my girlfriends, and I'm what should I do? How should I, what should I say? How should I find a guy? Whatever. So they point at this guy that was across the bar that was kind of looking at me. And they were like, you have to walk up to that guy. He's already looking at you, blah, blah, blah. He looks interested. And I was like, okay, what should I say? And I was like, should I just literally walk up and be like, you really look like you want to buy me a drink right now? And my friends were like, yeah. They were hyping me up so much. They're like, you have to say that. That's so perfect. It's not. But anyway, I got so much courage up, and I finally walked over to him. He was standing there with 2 of his guy friends, and I just tap on his shoulder, and he turns to me, and I was like, you really look like you want to buy me a drink right now. And you want to know what he said? He looks me dead in the eyes and goes, no, I don't. Oh, okay. Well, let me just go flush myself down the toilet or something. Jesus.
Was that really her best pitch? Buy me a drink? No wonder they want us to approach.
Masculine men do not want masculine women. I've noticed that a lot of feminist type women who are loud, who are boss babes, they'll complain that there are just no good men out there. I'll hear them say that men are just intimidated by them, that they're afraid of their energy and stuff. That's not true. The truth is, they just don't like them. I know this is gonna ruffle some feathers, but it is just reality. If you wanna find a good man, you have to let yourself be a feminine woman. Men do not care how much money you make. They're not impressed by your degrees or what job you have. Modern feminists and just our current society send women messages from the time we're little girls that in order to have a happy, successful life, you need to basically become a man. You need to have all their traits. You need to be a leader. You need to be loud. You need to be strong. In reality, women competing with men men just leaves us feeling icky and alone and bitter.
What kind of man wants to date a woman with masculine energy? Sorry, ma'am, but you need to check your facts.
I would love if we could be honest and rebrand singles events as The Truth, which is a perfect place to meet your brand new platonic best friend. Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events. Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
Why would any self-respecting man pay money to get judged by desperate modern women?
I said I wouldn't talk about my dating life on here, but I feel like I cannot be the only one who feels alone in this. Just went on a first date, and this is no offense to this man, obviously. Perfectly fine, normal, lovely date. It's getting to the point, though, that that's the problem. Like, there's just nothing happening. And I just feel no sparks and no chemistry with people, and I feel bad. Because I feel like it's just me. I'm going out with really handsome, accomplished, interesting people, and I feel nothing. I feel like I'm just another girl. Like I'm one of a million, and there's just nothing special about me. Probably not presenting that great either. Not like that sparkly or interesting or like dynamic at all, because I'm just so depleted. I know my person's out there, but starting to really question if I even have it in me to find them anymore. I listened to Maisie Neely's book today, and through all of the hardships she had, she just kept going and kept dating and kept seeing people, and I admire people so much that have that in them, because I just don't have it in me. I thought I was safe and I thought I was done, and like having to do this again just feels like work every time I go on a date.
I'm sure there's a bear out there somewhere that'll make her happy. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you should watch another one. Till next time.